This video looks at massage gun therapy for spinal and muscle pain. Now, for those of you who have followed my channel for a while now, you will know that I don't do many product reviews, and the few that I have done are only for products that I've had long-term personal experience with over many years. But from time to time I do get approached by different companies to review their products, and to be honest, most of them are just gimmicky with no supporting research base, and so I politely decline. But this time I was approached by Bob and Brad, who many of you will know as the self-proclaimed most famous physical therapists on the internet, to review their new T2 Pro massage gun. So this will be a review of that product and an overview of massage gun therapy more generally. I'm Stephen Bunting. I'm a specialist MSK physiotherapist and sonographer based in the UK. Welcome to my channel, where I discuss the common MSK problems that affect everyday people and the evidence-based treatments that can help. Now, massage gun therapy has been around for a while now, certainly long enough that we have some good evidence to support their use. And I've used various different massage guns over the years, both on patients and on myself, with good results. So when I was asked to review this particular one, I was interested because it has a few unique features which I haven't come across before, so I was keen to give it a try. Before we get started though, just the usual health and safety warnings, because massage guns aren't for everyone, so please do get advice from a healthcare professional before using one, especially if you have a medical condition that can affect tissue healing, such as diabetes, kidney disease, iron deficiency or a clotting disorder. Also, never use one over areas of broken skin like blisters, rashes or wounds, or any areas of infection or active inflammation. Please also don't use it on the head, face or neck. So massage guns have become increasingly popular over the last decade for treating muscular pain and tension, and also for reducing delayed onset muscle soreness after exercise. They're used by therapists on their patients, but the biggest rise in their use is by the general public in order to treat their own muscular aches and pains. And typically they're a handheld device shaped like a gun with a treatment head that vibrates, or better still oscillates rapidly in and out to produce a percussion movement. And there are many similar ones on the market which will do this job. The features I was attracted to with the T2 Pro was the fact that it has a great selection of interchangeable massage heads, including one that can heat up and also cool down, which is something I've not seen before. It also has a 1 centimetre amplitude depth, which is pretty impressive, and a 4000 mAh battery, which is good for between 2 and 5 hours of use on a single charge, depending on which one of the 5 speed settings you use. So this is the T2 Pro massage gun, and I've been using it extensively over the past month. It immediately feels like a quality bit of kit. With the standard ball head, it weighs in at 745 grams, which is 1 pound 10 ounces, and it feels nice and hefty in the hand. It charges via a USB-C port on the bottom here, and there's just one button on the back. One long press turns it on, and then further short presses cycles through the 5 speed settings. And it's as simple as that. You use it on your muscles. Avoid any bony areas because it will just hurt and it won't be effective. Also avoid it on tendons because tendons don't respond well to compression treatments. So don't use it on places like the gluteal tendons on the outside of the hip, the Achilles tendon or the patella tendon. The places it can be used are on the quads muscles, the biceps, the pecs and the deltoid. Also the calf muscles, the hamstrings, the gluteal muscles, the forearms, the triceps, and of course the muscles around the back of the shoulder, particularly the lats, the posterior rotator cuff muscles, the lower and middle trapezius, and that troublesome upper trapezius muscle which is so prone to tension and pain. Also it can be used on the paraspinal muscles which run down the full length of the spine. And you can treat most of these areas yourself quite easily. The handle is designed so that you can get the treatment head into all those hard to reach spots. Just don't press too hard. Let the machine do the work. Keep it moving steadily all over the muscle that you want to treat. The current advice is to avoid keeping the treatment head in one place for more than about 20 seconds. If you're trying to improve flexibility, then the higher frequencies are recommended, generally above about 2,400 percussions per minute, which is a speed setting of 3 and above on the T2 Pro, and limit the treatment to less than 2 minutes for a single muscle group. But if you're using it for post-exercise recovery, then the lower frequencies of below 2,400 percussions a minute seem to work better, and that's a speed setting of 1 or 2 on the T2 Pro. And a treatment time of between 2 and 5 minutes is recommended per muscle group. And once you've treated a muscle, then it's not advisable to treat that muscle again for at least 48 hours. This is a standard ball head, which is good for most of the time, but there are some others that you can use depending on the circumstances. This one is the air cushioning head, which gives a softer massage, and it's ideal for tender areas. This one is the bullet head massager, which is great for smaller muscles or for focal trigger points within a larger muscle. And this U-shaped one is specially designed for the spinal muscles, as the two treatment heads sit either side of the bony spine and concentrate the massage force on those paraspinal muscles that run along each side of the spine. This is the only one of these areas that you might struggle to reach yourself, so it's probably better if someone can do the spinal muscles for you, particularly in the mid-back region between the shoulder blades. And this is the head that heats up and cools down. It has its own internal battery and it charges separately via its own USB-C port. It has two heat settings. The orange setting heats up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit and the red setting up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can really feel the heat. So you might use this to increase blood flow to the target area or to help with muscle pain relief. The cold function also has two different temperature settings. The blue light indicates 59 degrees and the green light 50 degrees. When you turn it on, you can hear an internal fan start up, and within a few seconds you can feel the treatment head becoming cold. Now it certainly isn't icy cold, but it is definitely cold to the touch. Now cold therapy is often used to reduce post-exercise muscle soreness, and so this is probably where this feature is likely to be used. Of course, it isn't going to be as effective as using an ice pack or a cold pack before using the massage gun, but it is a nice function to have, particularly if you're using it quickly, on the go, and you don't have access to ice. Now, the hot and cold head is obviously going to be most effective when used directly over bare skin, but for all of the other treatment heads, you can use them over clothing or over bare skin, whatever feels most comfortable for you. So overall, massage guns like this one can be a really useful bit of kit to have around the house, charged up and ready to use on yourself or a family member when we get those inevitable muscle aches and pains that are such a common problem for many of us. Now, you might be an athlete looking to help prevent delayed onset muscle soreness, or just to loosen up a muscle group before competing. Or you might be an office worker with a tight shoulder or spinal muscle after a long day on the computer. There are so many different case uses. So if you are looking to get your hands on a good quality massage gun, then the T2 Pro here ticks a lot of boxes for me, and I can definitely give it the PhysioMSK seal of approval. If you are interested in getting one, then I've got a special 10% discount code off the usual Amazon price, and you can find all the details in the video description below. Okay, well that's about it. Thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.